Apparently, a Mexico-based international theater chain has leaked information on the Super Mario Bros. Movie sequel. Not only that, we might be seeing some brand new characters who will be making their debut. Let's talk about the rumors and impressions on the announcement of a brand new Mario feature film on That Game Place. All right, the biggest gaming news of the week, and it's not even video game, it's a movie. This is coming from thatparkplace.com by the amazing Marvin Montanaro, editor-in-chief. The dude's amazing, check him out. But the headline states, the Super Mario Galaxy movie blasts off in 2026. That's right, everybody. Nintendo and Illumination are officially taking Mario where he's never gone before on the big screen. Outer space! Announced during Nintendo's September... Yeah, spies! Announced during Nintendo's September Direct, the Super Mario Galaxy movie will be the highly anticipated sequel to the record-shattering Super Mario Bros. Movie. Set to debut in theaters on April 3rd, 2026, this intergalactic adventure is aiming to match and possibly surpass the billion-dollar success of its predecessor. For those who don't remember, it was almost like the highest-grossing animated film of all time at the time of its release. A billion-dollar predecessor. When the Mario movie debuted in 2023, it shocked Hollywood. Critics were mixed, but audiences showed up in droves. With over $1.36 billion at the global box office, it became the highest-grossing video game adaptation ever and one of Illumination's biggest hits. Families packed theaters, nostalgic adults rediscovered Nintendo's mascot, and the studio quickly realized Mario wasn't a one-off. The momentum fueling the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Unlike some franchises that try to limp into a sequel, Nintendo and Illumination are stepping into their follow-up with a proven hit under their belts. The bar is high, and fans expect the next installment to go bigger in every sense. Guys, I remember when the first Mario movie came out, we did a group thing with some friends to see it like day one when it came out. I remember I was talking to them, I'm like, guys, I'm scared, like, what if no moment in the rest of my life will ever be as happy as seeing the Mario movie? Like, I was the biggest fanboy in the world for this thing. But, you know, that was my take. Kevin, did you see the Mario movie with the family back then?
Yeah, we went to the theater. I loved every moment of it. I think when I saw Sonic and realized that it was good, I was overjoyed. Yeah, I just loved it. I like finally we got something great. And then Mario came out, and I'm like, oh, this is even better. Ah!
And we didn't have a creepy CGI Mario that we had to worry about prior either. It just came out, and it was good. I remember one of the first things they showed was they had a promotion where they were playing the 1990s Super Show theme. Actually, I guess it came out in 89, but maybe one of the great 80s classics, who knows. But they were playing the song. It was the Mario Brothers plumbing commercial, like... It was so great. And you could actually use your actual phone and call the Mario Brothers plumbing number, and you actually hear Charlie Day as Luigi talking to you about the plumbing. It was such a great, clever promotion idea. What about you, Culture? Did you see the original Mario movie?
Yes, we talked about it here on That Game Place. And I will tell you, I enjoyed it a lot. I liked all the little Easter eggs throughout, and I hated Jack Black.
Really? You didn't like him as Bowser?
I don't care. I don't like Jack Black.
Really? I've heard before, Marvin, one of our friends at the channel and writer of the story, I know he really didn't like Seth Rogen's as Donkey Kong. I know he was one that got a lot of pushback. But to give credit, though, for as controversial some of these casting decisions were, like Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, especially with Chris Pratt, the dude showed up. Like, I think we're all in agreement here. Kevin, feel free to give pushback once, but I think we're all in agreement that Chris Pratt gave a shockingly good performance as Mario. He did something different, but it didn't just feel like, hi, I'm Chris Pratt, I'm here to save Peach. He actually gave the character a lot of energy. Am I wrong on that?
No, he delivered. I still say, what a wasted opportunity. John Cena should have been cast as Donkey Kong. They blew it.
Ooh, okay.
He does have a pronounced forehead.
So, unfortunately, I can't show the trailer for the new movie because of the YouTube ninjas will probably stab me in the face. But on the bright side, I can show you a little bit of like what to expect. And we get a return of the composer of the Mario movie, and I cannot remember his name to save my life right now, so I'm so sorry. But it was one of the better Hollywood scores we've had in recent years. It was so good. It had a lot of Koji Kondo Mario classics. We got to hear a little bit of the Mario World soundtrack within this, and it makes a big grand reveal after we see Mario, Monty Moles, Cheep Cheeps, all the usual suspects. It pans up into space, and we get the amazing Mario Galaxy movie, greeted by a Luma that is basically teasing like, hey, this is the title. We're going to space, baby. Kevin, what do you think? Space,
Mario,
man, tell me what you think.
Mario in space. It's gonna be awesome, man. They killed it in the first movie. I'm not worried about this at all. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping, Nintendo seems to be pretty intent on at least not botching, the Mario movies, and they were able to hold a lot of the Western girl boss nonsense at bay. So hopefully they keep it up now that we're on the other side of that lunacy, and they just keep this fun. They keep this fun, and then when it's time to release the third movie, I hope they do a sequel to The Wizard, which then announces the third movie.
Okay, Kevin, you just made my night. I saw The Wizard for the first time literally a few days ago for our podcast, and Lucas was like, I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. In the ending where it's like, it's Super Mario Brothers 3. Like, the only thing is, if they do a Wizard 2, I want to be in it. So, the people who own the Wizard, call us up, call up That Game Place, and we'll gladly be in the tournament. I'll even be the random girl that no one knew the name of in the movie, who's just the random third person in the tournament at the end. I'll even be that character. Culture, but bring it back to the Mario movie. What do you think about them going the galaxy route, going into space? Do you think this is a little too soon, or do you think this might be fun?
I think it might be fun. And I think you need to take the audience new places with every film, and at least this isn't as absurd as Fast and the Furious going to space.
But still scientifically more accurate than Star Trek Discovery.
Well, look, it's just in the initials itself, STD. I mean, just leave it at that. Anyway.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think this movie is going to be an STD, but I do gotta say, though, there is some interesting speculation about it. And, I go ahead and pull that up here. Is the one I got for it. I'm going to pull it up here, give you just a second. Kevin, is your family excited for the Mario movie sequel?
I think they will be when they finally see the trailer. I think my daughter will be. And then probably, I think the little guy should be just old enough to maybe see how he does in the movies by the time this comes out. Trying to remember when I took my middle to see her first movie, which I'm pretty sure was Teen Titans Goes to the Movies.
Good choice. I love that Stan Lee cameo.
So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm excited for this. So and I'll say this too. It's nice to be able to go to the movies and not have to be worried about the movie. Like, I just bring my kids and know that it's going to be okay.
What if it's all a facade? Like, you get there and it becomes Mario Doom style. Like, they open a portal to hell, and then like Mario's got like an AR or something like that going in.
Then I will regale my kids with tales of me making a devil's bargain to get my hands on the 32X. It was like 4 Super Nintendo games. I need this thing to plug into my Genesis so that I can use the cheat code and play Doom all weekend.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So, but what I wanted to share was, as we know, with it being Mario Galaxy, a lot of people are expecting that we're going to see the fan favorite Rosalina in the game. Like, she's become a staple ever since her debut almost 20 years ago now. But apparently we might be seeing another character possibly coming to this film, as there's a rumor that new characters leaked for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This comes to us from the folks over at Nintendo Everything by Brian. So thank you, Brian. Cinepolis, a Mexico-based international movie theater chain, may have revealed some new information about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, including previously unannounced characters. The film was officially announced yesterday. As part of that, a brief teaser trailer was shown during a Nintendo Direct. That was mostly all, aside from a few words, shared by Illumination CEO Chris Maledandri, with Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Bowser, and Kamek confirmed. But now we know about a couple of additional characters. I'm so glad they include Kamek these days. We live in good times, guys. Cinepolis posted that Super Mario Galaxy movie on Instagram includes the following message: new threats, old rivals, and a battle that reaches the stars. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi join forces against Wario and Bowser Jr. Okay, Yoshi was expected, given a tease at the end of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The inclusion of Bowser Jr. and Wario is noteworthy, though, especially since they could be teaming up. Bowser Jr. did appear in Super Mario Galaxy games, but Wario joining in would be a bit out of left field. All right, Culture, I'm going to give you the first word on this. Do you think this is an unpaid intern just making a mistake here, or do you think there might be a little bit of a leak going on here?
I think it was if anything, it was an accidente.
Ooh, okay. So you think there might be some
I think there's something to it.
Wario?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's something to it. And it would make sense, to be fair. You need to get into your bench. You need to get deep into your bench as fast as you can with these kinds of films if you intend to make a franchise out of it. Kevin, wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's one of the reasons why you would have another opposing wrestler that wasn't on the bill actually show up in the midst of a conflict to, maybe pump up something else that's coming in the future, et cetera. I mean, isn't this what Sonic did?
Yeah, I think it's the Sonic formula. It's brilliant. The Mario universe has a ton of characters. Some, accidentally wind up getting neglected because the roster is so deep. But when you go into the movies, you gotta bring in your big players, and people love Wario, forever. And although I prefer the Koopa kids, I'll take Bowser Jr.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, I want to present one more question to you, gentlemen. Who do you think is Bowser Jr. would probably take a little bit of time to think about who you'd want. In fact, we could probably pick a lot of annoying celebrities in order to play Bowser Jr. Who would you be your dream pick as Wario? And don't say Danny DeVito.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Interesting. What is he most famous for?
He's a comedian.
He's a
foul-mouthed comedian. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hickory dickory dock. This I can't say that joke.
Oh no.
Oh no. Man, if the movie footage doesn't get us, man, that line definitely won't on the station.
I backed up.
The only dice line we can quote in this channel is "the brain smasher." That's it. You never saw the Brain Smasher?
Did you? Well, he was really good in the Thunderbird. What he was playing a detective, rock and roll. Rock and roll detective. Ford Fairlane. Yeah. Qantas, Jujubes, Salcedo, Ford Fairlane. Yeah. I think Joe Pesci. I think Joe Pesci.
Ooh. Joe Pesci.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's got to be a squat guy. I think Andrew Dice Clay a little tall, but I think and you said I couldn't pick Danny DeVito, so you screwed me up.
All I ask is if they introduce Waluigi, since the Mario movie characters tend to sound a bit different from their gaming counterparts, I want Christopher Lloyd to be Waluigi. That's who I want. I think the memes would be incredible.
Wario.
Look, I'm telling you, no matter what, I think no matter what, I think they're going to be amazing. I mean, this movie lends itself to that naturally. And again, that's what makes things successful. It's why the Minecraft movie was successful. It was 1000% memeable. It was actually probably even just a series of memes at that point because they didn't really have much of a story, if you remember. And it's not like, the pretty boy that they had on there, the muscly pretty boy could act. He can't act. So, he was terrible as Aquaman, and he wasn't, whoever he was playing in this is, inconsequential.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like
he's
Aqua Bro?
yeah. See, the nice thing about Aqua Bro is terrible, but the nice thing about it is, he's going to be a perfect Lobo because that's who he is. It's like some people are born to be characters. That's what he was born for. Anyway.
Well, you know what? We're definitely going to be getting a lot of casting news in the future here.
Yes.
And you know what? When we start finding out some more information, we're definitely going to be watching this like a hawk here on That Gameplay. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I know I want to get the chat, but give me a second. I just want to say this is not far away, kids. This is this spring. This movie is this spring.
The light bulb just went off in my head, by the way.
Yeah.
And now I am really happy.
So it's pretty exciting. Everybody's like, 2026 is so far away.
Like,
No.
No, it's not.
No.